TV. It's exactly 10:30 p.m. on Eritrea's local time from our headquarters at Asmara with your domestic and international news in brief. I'm Zahra Badouri, but first we'll begin with your major headlines for this broadcast. Messages of congratulations from President ERi-TV. Conference on preserving forestry and wildlife. Water and soil conservation popular campaign, and more on your domestic. Fire in India capital New Delhi kills at least 27. Blistering heat wave sweeps South Asia as mercury in Pakistan soars to 50 degrees Celsius. Welcome to your domestic in brief. President ERi-TV sent messages of congratulations to Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan today, 14th of May, for his election as President of the United Arab Emirates. In his message, President ERi-TV wished good health to Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan and peace and prosperity to the people of the United Arab Emirates. President ERi-TV also underlined his conviction that the solid and brotherly ties between Eritrea and United Arab Emirates will be strengthened in the periods ahead. The Forestry and Wildlife Authority organized workshop on 13th of this May at the Asmara Municipality Hall focusing on conservation of forestry and wildlife resources. At the conference conducted under the theme Ensuring Development with Integrated and Participation of Partners, Colonel Kimfe Haptom, General Manager of the authority, indicating that the event is part of the conference held at national level, called for reinforced participation and contribution of all stakeholders in the effort being exerted to develop the forestry and wildlife resources in the country, pointing that the responsibility of the partners in the effort, including that of administration, defense force and security, as well as ministries and others. Colonel Kimfe called for integrated effort to readdress the environment and turn it to normality. The participants on their part conducted extensive discussion on the reports presented and adopted various recommendations, including for conducting sustainable awareness campaigns, ensuring source of water for the wildlife, as well as for conducting follow-up on the conditions of the reserved land. Mr. Zari Tol Debrhan, Managing Director in the Central Region, called for conducting sustainable water and soil conservation activities as well. The residents of Durfo Administrative Area Akria Subzone are conducting water and soil conservation popular campaign starting from this December 2021. According to reports, 400 people are participating 6 days a week in the popular campaign and are constructing terraces and water diversion schemes with a view to readdress the environment and boost agricultural production, indicating that so far 74 hectares of land has been terraced for as well as Mr. Johannes Berghat, representative of the Ministry of Agriculture in the Central Region, said that commanded the strong participation of the residents in the campaign. The residents on their part indicating the significance of the popular campaign in boosting their agricultural production, expressed readiness to strengthen participation in the program. On your final domestic, at a meeting conducted in Mandafara on 13th of this May, the National Union of Eritrean Women called for increased awareness on the negative consequences of harmful practices in the overall development of women and played due part in avoiding them. Speaking at the event, Mrs. Sanai Tafurki, head of the union branch, indicated that on the negative consequences of underage marriage and FGM are inflicting on the development and health of women, called on especially mothers to play due part in stopping the harmful practices. At the event, Mr. Gabra Mikhail Tasfa Mikhail from the legal office in the region provided a briefing focusing on the laws issued regarding the harmful practices with a view to develop the understanding of women on the legal measures that could be taken to those that apply the harmful practices. Up next with your international news, stay with us for more. Welcome back. The fire broke out at a 4-story commercial building in West New Delhi, capital of India, in the late afternoon on Friday. At least 27 people have died and dozens more were injured following a massive fire in a building in the Indian capital, New Delhi, emergency services reported. The large fire broke out at a 4-story commercial building in western New Delhi in the late afternoon, but its causes was not immediately clear. An official with a fire department said on Friday that the total number of dead is 27 and that search's operation is on. More than 25 people, however, are injured, including those who jumped from the building, was filled by Deputy Chief Sunil Chowdhury. Sunil Chowdhury, Deputy Chief Fire Officer from the Delhi Fire Services, said people had jumped from the burning buildings to save their lives. Approximately 60 to 70 people have been rescued. Local media quoted police as saying, and more than 40 had sustained burns and are being treated in hospitals. The blaze started from the first floor of the building, which houses the Office of Security Cameras and Router Manufacturing Company, the NTD-TV, quoted police official Samir Sharma as saying. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said he was extremely saddened by the loss of the lives. Fires are common in India, where building laws and safety norms are often floated by builders and residents. In the 2019, a fire caused by an electrical shortage circuit engulfed a building in New Delhi, killing about 43 civilians. On your final report, South Asia was in the grip of an extreme heat wave on Friday, with parts of Pakistan reaching a temperature of 50 degrees Celsius as officials warned of acute water shortage and a health threat. Swaths of Pakistan and neighboring India have been smothered by high temperatures since April in extreme weather that the World Meteorological Organization has warned its consistence with climate change. On Friday, however, the city of Jacobabad in Sadha province hit 50 degrees Celsius, equaling to 122 degrees Fahrenheit, the Pakistan Meteorological Department reported, with temperatures, they say, forecast to remain high until Sunday. In quotation, it's like fire burning all around, said laborer Shafi Muhammad, who is from a village on the outskirts of Jacobabad, where residents struggle to find reliable access to drinking water. Nationwide, the PMD alerted temperature were between 6 degrees Celsius and 9 degrees Celsius above normal, with the capital Islamabad, as well as provincial hubs of Karachi, Lahore, and Peshawar recording temperatures around 40 degrees Celsius on Friday. The PMD chief forecaster Zahir Ahmed Badr reported Pakistan has endured highest heated waves since the year 2015. He said, especially in Upper Sidha province and southern Punjab province, that this year they have jumped from winter right into summer. Jacobabad, however, nurse Bashir Ahmed says that for the past 6 years, heat stroke cases in the city have been diagnosed earlier in this year, starting in May rather than June or July. Dear viewers, that is all for now with your domestic and international news in brief for this broadcast, but these are your major headlines for this broadcast in review. Messages of congratulations from President Isaias Afwerki. Conference on preserving forestry and wildlife, and more domestic. Fire in Indian capital New Delhi kills at least 27 and more. Blistering heat wave sweeps South Asia as mercury in Pakistan soars to 50 degrees Celsius and affecting neighboring countries.
That is all for now for this broadcast. Thanks for watching.